What's good, everyone? My name is Blackflyer and welcome to my channel once again. Now there's another video I would like to do that is on the 101st episode, or 101th, screw it, the 101 episode after episode 100, and it's called Princess Spike. Now what I'm going to be doing in this video is just going to be ranting, or at least pointing out a few things in this episode that I necessarily did not think was, that just didn't make sense for me. Something that was just like, I understand why all this had to happen, sort of deal. If you saw this episode, you probably might understand what I'm going to point out. Now, I'm not sure really where to start, but I'm going to try the best, because after I start off, and then afterwards, I think I know what I'm going to be getting at from there. Now, I might warn you, like I said, this is my first time, so I'm not good at this, because, I sort of talk to this to myself, really, just thinking out loud, and, when it comes to recording my own voice so I can, tell you guys, it's sort of hard to do, because it doesn't come out the same way I want it to. But right now, I'm actually doing a good job. I'm actually talking to you guys like I would to myself. That is awesome. So that's a good start, but I still don't know how to start off with about this episode, really. So, sorry, I had to swallow. But, let's think about this. Where do I start off with this episode? What really got to me that, that would be a good start? Oh, I know. Let's talk about Spike. Well, some of us, we all enjoy Spike, and for us, he's just so, underrated all the time, And see him in this episode again after a long while of him not really getting the spotlight for a while. I just want to say that why does everyone in this series he goes underappreciated all the time? I just feel like, I can't remember at least, or I don't even know if anyone has ever thanked him for doing anything that he's actually done right, because all the time he's just always being looked at as he's always messing something up, and someone either has to fix it or something, but it's just like, what the heck? In this episode, I could see that he was actually trying to help out, but people were just like, oh, I want to listen to Princess Twilight, I want to hear what she has to say. I'm like, Jesus, dude, but what about Spike? He's been around Twilight. He's capable at something, aside from just being the errand boy, and always having to, I don't know, he's just like, all the time, he's like being set up to fail somehow, like all the time. People forget that he is a baby dragon, or a toddler dragon, whichever. He's just really small. He talks like a 12-year-old, but has the body of that of a toddler. But what I'm trying to say is that he was actually doing some good in this episode. I could feel that he was doing something awesome, even though he was doing it the wrong way by abusing, Twilight's power while she was asleep. But it was retarded, because also another thing was that, why did everyone come for Princess Twilight when she obviously stated on the stage that she was tired? You can actually hint that she was tired. Did anyone not see those bags under her eyes that hinted that she was tired? Did anyone see those? Not only that, why didn't they go to any of the other princesses for their problems? Any of them? Like, why Twilight? I know she had a big part to deal with this, but the other princesses were there, okay? They were princesses longer before Twilight. I know Twilight's probably really, really smart, of course, and is capable of doing something like that. But, Jesus, look at Cadence. Jesus, she was there the entire episode, and by the looks of it, she wasn't doing anything. She could have fixed most of those problems that went wrong near the end. Like with the trees, that pipe, definitely the pipe. She could have definitely stopped that. But I'm like, geez, she could have took over for Twilight while she was asleep. Took all of her responsibilities, her duties, while that was going on. Spike was only to make sure no one disturbed her. Cadence could have flipping, took care of her Twilight's responsibilities, and all that. But just like, what the heck, people? There's like other I'm not sure what happened to Princess Celestia and Luna. I'm not sure if they they just went out somewhere, just ditched out, they just appeared and they just left. I'm not sure about that, but by God, man, all this could have been prevented if flippin' Cadence had flippin' done something. She even knew that Spike was later on abusing Twilight's power. And she should have, in her mind, she should have like, oh, I should probably, take over just to make sure. I should probably be handling Twilight's load while she was asleep. But, oh, no, man, she just had to disappear and probably tend to Shining Armor's bedside, maybe? I don't know, I mean, seems legit for me enough, if that's the only excuse she has for not being there. And then fixing the mistakes at the last minute, especially the pipe. No offense, I think the pipe was fine. No, wait, the pipe could have been fixed. Yeah, why didn't they just cement the crack or something? I mean, can't people do that? I mean, I know I don't know anything about pipe works or nothing about leaks and whatnot, but geez, I mean, I felt like that could have been easily dealt with. I mean, that's me personally, because like I said, I don't know anything about fixing pipes, pipe works, none of that, so I really don't know. The trees, I don't think they even posed a problem, really, up until the pipe broke and it flooded the ballroom with it. With the dragon sneeze flower things. I know it's something about dragon sneeze. I mean, I think that was the only thing. And the other thing I am so upset about is like all the ponies there attending the ball thing. I forgot. I really did. Because like I said, I meant to upload this a while ago. A long time ago. Like during the time the episode came out. But Sony Vegas screwed me up a lot. And it's going to take me some time. So that's why I don't upload. Screw it. I'm going off track. I do that too. But nonetheless, the ponies were like, oh, why has Twilight been making all these bad decisions? Okay, first off, you only named two, and the two major ones was the pipe and the trees. And that was the only real problems. What about all the other problems Spike solved for you? Like, like personal problems and whatnot, like friendship problems. And the only big, and all the other decisions. He never had any, you guys never complained about any of the other decisions. You only complained about the two major ones. That pipe not being fixed and those trees not being cut. Those trees weren't bothering anyone except Spike. And he wasn't around them very long either. So that wasn't bad, okay? That was only two, and these people just want to go like, oh my god, Princess Twilight's been making these terrible decisions. Let's go throw an angry mob, yeah! And they just go storming in this crap, and you're like, oh my gosh, you people are retarded. I'm serious. That was just ridiculous for me, of course. I just didn't understand what was the point of most of this, because, like I said, Spike was doing a great job, I feel. I feel like he was doing an awesome job, but like I said, he sort of grew power hungry. No, abused Twilight's power. And Cadence, with her no-show self, fixing problems at the last minute, and not taking care of these things beforehand when she knew that there was trouble bound to happen. See, she was just, oh my god, it's like she didn't even want to have anything to do with this. Like, oh my gosh, she was just waiting for something to happen and just show people up or something. Just, Cadence, you need to do something, because right now you are very low on the princess meter. Just like really low. I swear to God, I don't want to see the backstory anymore. But nonetheless, that and these people are just got some problems, and I feel like they are slightly racist. I just feel like, just the way they're just addressing Spike. Just him being a dragon. I'm like, I don't need no little dragon, to tell me. I need Princess Twilight. Because these people need to get a hug or something, man. There are other princesses, especially Cadence, by God dang it. She was there, and people just be like, wow, just ridiculous. And also just like I said, my words are getting twisted up right now. Just give me a quick moment. I guess what I'm really trying to say is that Spike is just so underappreciated. That in my heart, it feels like he's got like the hardest job that any pony has that we know of, sort of, that he's always doing something that looks so easy, but he's just so small. And I know he's been around Twilight, the smartest pony that we know, but geez, man, he's just being like almost set up for failure almost. Like, all the time he's assigned something, it's almost like, he's just having trouble doing it and no one is helping him out. Like, he's always stuck trying to fix it himself, and he's always, like, being, like, getting caught up in what he's doing. Even though it starts off sort of innocent at first, he sort of gets caught up and manages to mess himself over. And just, like, everyone sort of frowns down on him, and then afterwards it's like, it's just sort of good, I suppose, but I was like, I don't know, he has so much character and whatnot, and I'm just tired of always people just looking down on him sometimes, I mean that's just me. Others might think differently, but it's just not to mention, Cadence, you are the worst princess ever of all time, and these people just need to stop depending on Twilight. I swear to God, the only reason they do that is because she's new and whatnot. I mean, that's what I feel like. But, whatever. But there's one good thing I like about this episode, was the lesson. Like I said, I felt like this lesson was a good follow-up to the 100th episode, where in the 100th episode, it talked about that every pony is an essential part. That they are the, main characters of their own story. That we make up and make the best of who we are and the world around us. Sort of like the Brony community. How we are all our own main characters, and we make an essential part of our community, who enjoy and love My Little Pony, and we feel no shame for it, despite others calling us names for it. They're robbing us of our man cards and whatnot, because most bronies are males, but who cares? But this lesson in this episode was that, like I said, a good follow was that everyone plays a part in this community to make Equestria great. Like, we bronies are an essential part that makes our own brony community great. And I hope that this community will never end. And if My Little Pony happens to die abruptly, that we will carry the torch, and we are going to grow the fan base greater and greater, to the point where G4 will be the center of our hearts. And I know I probably made no sense, but who cares? I tried so hard. I'm really poetic in my mind. I really am. But that's it for me. I am Blackflyer, and thank you for checking out this video. I'll try catching up on the 102nd episode if I can, and if there's nothing, and yeah, basically that's it. I'll do whatever I can for the next video. Alright, bye.